So my advice of the day is to stop typing and start talking. And for me, I have found that to be incredibly useful advice. And it's something that I wanted to share with you because we are in the age of efficiency, right? And right now, I want you to be as efficient and effective with your time as possible. And the one way that I have found it particularly useful in terms of doing that is by talking. And I have used the aspect of talking with tools such as Whisperflow. So you may have heard me talk about Whisperflow many a times in these videos, but I highly recommend you check it out. And this is no paid ad. Whisperflow is not paying me to talk about the product, but as a user of the product, it is something that I highly recommend, and it is super effective to use because ultimately it just dictates everything that you say in the way that you said it. Like it's so accurate, it's crazy. And what I found is that a lot of people are not privy to the power of AI when you incorporate context. And I always say that context is super important when it comes down to empowering and supercharging your AI, because ultimately you are using the context to align it with what you need it to do. If you present or prompt it with something quite generic, you're only going to get a generic response. So in that case, a rubbish input will always align with a rubbish output. There is never a chance where you have a rubbish input and something amazing comes out the other side. It doesn't happen like that. What you need to do is add context. And, with context, it is a lot longer to type out literally everything that you want to say and how you want to say it. But then through the aspects of Whisperflow, for example, you can dictate the actual conversation, right? Transcribe the conversation as you are talking in real time and enter, and it will just appear as you typed it, which is insane because with that, I do it all the time. I will be working and I'll have Whisperflow on and I'll just be talking for minutes on end just about everything in relation to what I'm currently working on. And with all that context and that rich information and data that has been incorporated, anything that I use within the aspects of AI, whether I'm using Claude or whether I'm using ChatGPT, it makes it ultra crystal clear what it is that I'm looking for and the context behind it, which I found to be super useful when it comes down to all sorts of things, whether it comes down to the ideation side, whether it comes down to building new tools using Claude Code or building particular websites. It has been quite interesting for me to create just by talking alone and not necessarily needing to type. And it's been useful for everything. With Whisperflow, you can use it everywhere. And yeah, it's been useful. I use it for everything. I use it for when I am looking to write my articles. I will literally just put Whisperflow on and I will talk about everything that I want to talk about when it comes down to the article. And from there, I have the actual base of me starting to write the content as well. And based on all the previous content that I have as well, it's a lot more easier and more efficient to put together a lot of the written content that I develop as well, now that I'm able to effectively talk about it rather than just having to type solely. So with this video, it was more so just a recommendation, to be fair, to check out Whisperflow. I'm going to include my link to get 2 months, I believe, 2 months free access for the pro version, as I use the pro version and I find it quite useful. So I'll leave it in the description box. Check it out. Let me know what you think if you do get a chance to use it. But honestly, I think if you are not someone who understands how you can incorporate a lot of those sort of tools that allow you to just talk directly to whatever program you're using, I honestly think it is a game changer and something that you need to look into when you are looking to build your level of brand authority. So that's it for me. Let me know what you think, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out. Look after yourself.